See who goes first?
Yeah, I'll start recording and we are good to go.
All right.
A 5.
Oh, off the board. Not in the trade, but it was a one, so it was not a good start.
it's, it's a it's a struggle.
Yeah.
All right, 4 cards. Now I'm not as familiar with this character,
Okay.
but I play a buddy, and this is his favorite character, and he beats me most of the time. So I figure that's gotta mean something for me,
Right.
right?
Right. It's gonna do a little something for you. So.
Yeah. Um, oh, and in 1v1, first player doesn't get income, right?
Correct.
Oh man,
Correct.
shoot. Okay, that's fine. Uh, okay, so we're both at 50 health, and we're ready to get this party started. I'm gonna do some Vegas, baby.
Right. Good card to start with.
Yeah, I like for 1 CP.
Hey, there's your income phase.
Yeah. Um. Oh,
I don't
that's
know if you want to hold your cards a little back because I know I can see them. I
uh,
can see them a little bit. I don't want to.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Even if
like.
well, even if they're off camera, I'm okay with it.
All right.
I don't like your deck's right there, so you'll be good.
Yeah. Um. Oh, that's right. There's no upgrades, so I don't necessarily have to. All right. So we're gonna start off with 2 CP for scurvy,
Okay.
to for you to deal or take 1 damage, and
Right.
then inflict wither on you.
All right. And then wither reduces my damage by one, and it is persistent.
Correct.
What is the stack limit? Is it two?
Stack limit is 2.
Okay.
Boop. All right. Then let's roll this and see what happens.
Oh, I miss playing this game versus somebody. This is so much fun.
Same. Uh, all right. That's walk the plank.
The plank.
Um, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's start with that. I will choose to steal 1 CP from you
Okay. So I go to one.
instead of you discarding a card, and then 7 damage is incoming.
All right. So we're gonna roll defense. I roll 4 dice for countermeasures. All right. So I got 2 swords, a medal, and a flag. So I prevent 1 damage. I deal 1 undefendable back to you, and I gain 1 tactical advantage.
Okay, so I take 1 and you take 6 and get a
Yes,
tactical
I get
advantage. Seems
44.
good. And
All right.
then I'll end my turn and discard a cursed doubloon.
Awesome.
A sexy BGG cursed doubloon.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Yeah.
I went and got upgraded tokens too, so I don't. All right, I will gain a CP, draw a card. I will play getting paid for 0, so gain 2 CP.
Nice.
Trying to get back what you took from me.
Yep.
I'll go to 4. That worked it. I am going to pay 1 CP to get that out of here to remove the wither.
Nice.
So it's just remove a status effect from a chosen player. I am going to that's not worth it. Pay 2 to upgrade exploit to exploit 2. So it just adds the second roll. So I am down to 1 CP.
All right.
And then I am going to move into my roll phase.
Okay. Let's do it.
Right. That is not looking promising. So 4 sabers. We got a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 6. Go keep a 6, a 1, and a 2. And then re-roll the two twos. Got a 4 and a 1. He has been known to whiff a lot, so I'm trying to figure out. No, committing to that is not going to make sense. I'm going to pull the 4 out and re-roll the 1, 6, and the 1.
Okay.
So I kept the 4 and a 2. Oh, look at that. We got Profiteer.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm going to attempt to do Profiteer.
You got it.
Okay. So it is gain a tactical advantage. Roll 1 die. I will roll the 1 die. And I deal 5 defendable damage because I got a saber.
Okay. I will roll my ahoy.
Actually, hold on, I'm sorry. One second. I'm going to spend a tactical advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Try and re-roll that die.
Okay.
I got a 6. So on a 6, I draw a card, and then I immediately begin an additional offensive roll phase.
Dang. Okay.
Unless you would. Okay, so no alter the dice?
Nope.
Nope, okay. So I'm going to draw, and then I'm going to go back into OTP. 4, 3, 5. I'm going to attempt to do Profiteer again when we rolled it. So.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to gain a tactical advantage and then roll 1 die. And on this one, I gain 4 tactical advantage. So.
Dang.
Yeah, my stack limit is 5. So I'm going to spend 1 to get a CP so that I don't go over.
Yep.
I'm at 2 CP and I'm at 5 tack advantage.
Whew.
I'm going to spend 4 tactical or 3 tactical advantage to inflict targeting on you. So that's any offensive damage I do is increased by 2.
Ouch.
And then I am going to spend my other 2 CP to play Bunker Up and give myself Protect.
Okay.
And it's a token that I can spend to reduce the damage by half.
Nice.
And then I am going to end my turn. I have 0 CP.
Okay.
Just because I know you like to steal it, so I might as well spend it.
Yeah, may as well. Okay, so I draw a card, gain a CP for income. Let's see. I think I am just going to roll.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens. Let's keep the 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Seems good.
Come on, baby. Nope. Come on, baby. Nope.
Nope.
All right. So we got X marks the spot or light the fuse. Let's light the fuse. So I will inflict a powder keg on you.
Okay.
Boop.
Let me get.
And then we'll deal 7 damage.
All right. So I will
Is defendable.
roll defense. 4 dice. Right, so I got 2 flags, which is so I'll stop 2 of the damage, and then I'll inflict 1 undefendable back to you.
Okay.
So 7, 6. So I take 5. I go to 39.
Okay. And I think I'm good.
Okay.
Drop off.
So I roll for roll. Well, let me do this. Roll for powder keg.
Yep.
So that is
On a 1
I
or
got
2,
I got a 2.
then it explodes and you receive 3 damage.
Okay. And it's off then. So then I gain a CP. Draw a card.
Oh, it should be.
Should have tried to re-roll that. So and then 9, 8, 7, 6. I go to 36. And then I am going to move into the roll phase.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I got a 1, a 2, 4. You know what? We're gonna do profiteer again. If it keeps coming out that early, I mean, I guess it wants to be rolled. So,
Yep.
um, so I'm assuming no alternate dice.
Nope.
Okay. So rolling for profiteer. I got a 6. So that's me drawing a card and then starting the offensive roll phase again.
In
Okay.
response to that, I'm going to do 1 CP to double up
Okay.
to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And you got it.
All right. So we're gonna go back in. All right. So we have 6, a 4, a 3, and a 2. Doesn't really give me anything. Let me keep this. I'm gonna re-roll these. Kept a 6.
Ugh.
2 more 6s.
I don't like it.
1 and a 3. I know. All right. Let's see how lucky we can get. Oh, 1 more 6
no.
and a 4. I am gonna spend a tactical advantage to try and roll this dice again.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 3. Do we go for the gusto? I'm going to spend another tactical advantage to try and roll another 6. That was the last one. I got a 2. So I'm going to attempt to do maneuver, which is gain 5 tactical advantage and then deal 5 undefendable damage.
You got it.
Okay. So I gain the 5 tax back. And you take 5 damage.
I will use bye-bye to get rid of this targeting.
Okay.
And take 5.
Okay.
Down to 43.
I am going to spend 3 attack advantage to put targeted back on.
Yep.
Just seems like the right thing to do. And then I am going to discard maneuver 2 for CP. So I go to 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to upgrade. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. So I will gain a CP. Draw a card. We'll just do getting paid right away for 2 CP.
That will work. That will work.
3. All right. I'm going to do a nice old swashbuckle
Okay.
for 2 CP. So I roll a die and then do stuff based on the roll. Let's see.
Okay.
A sword. On a sword, deal 2 damage to chosen opponent.
Okay. So I go to 34.
All right. And then I'm going to roll.
Okay. Woo. Treasure heavy.
Yeah. I'm going to keep the 4, 5, 6 here. Oh, you monkey. Ooh, risky biscuits. Just one more and a sword will be in the big time.
All right.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at that.
All right, so I will do Shiver Me Timbers. for 7 undefendable damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can remove as many cursed doubloons as I desire.
Right. So I am going to spend my protect, which is prevent half the incoming damage.
So then
I'll round it up.
So it prevents 4, so you take 3.
Yep.
I will discard this doubloon.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna be flipping.
And then I will end my turn.
Right. Hopefully you can do more damage than I have to you. So you will on the upkeep, so I feel confident. So I'm gonna gain a CP, draw a card. Okay. I'm going to move into my offensive role phase.
I just realized this kind of turns off profiteering.
Yeah. Ooh, so I got a 4, 5, 6, and a 3. I'm gonna re-roll the 1 and try to get a 2. I got a 5. I'm gonna roll it again. And I got a 4. I'm going to spend tactical advantage to try and reroll.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a 6. We are not going to get greedy. It says that I gain a tactical advantage and then deal 6 defendable damage, which will be 8 because of targeted.
Yes. Okay. I roll all 5 of my dice. Oh, let's see. That's gain a CP per. And then 2 damage back. Let's where are my cards? I will do better D to re-roll up to 5.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be these 3. That one's cocked, so I will re-roll that one. Okay, that's sort of what I wanted. So I prevent 2 of the damage.
Okay.
I deal 4 of the damage.
Okay.
And inflict a cursed doubloon.
Right. And what is the cursed doubloon on me does what? Damage?
Dealt 1 damage per cursed doubloon during their upkeep.
Okay.
And the stack limit is 3.
And is that one that can't be removed?
Correct. It is a unique status effect.
Right.
And you were coming in for 8 with the...
Yeah, with the targeted. So
targeted?
Go down to 6.
So 6. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 37. And you got the 4 back, right?
Yep. So I am at 30. 27.
Alrighty.
So, second main phase. I guess I will pass the turn.
Okie doke. Gain a CP. Draw a card. Oh, you're a turn too late. Alright, let's roll. Oh, wait. I received 4 damage at the start of my turn.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
There we go. Can't forget that. That's a little important. Oh yeah, we have new things now. Gain 2 CP, roll 4 dice. Yeah, we're gonna do that, I think. 3, 4, 5. Oh, Wither though. Oh my god, these are so crazy good. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that and go with Dreadmark here. So I'll gain 2 CP.
Okay.
Put me up to 3. I roll 4 dice. I deal 2 undefendable per saber. So that's 6, and I draw 1 card.
Okay. So in response, I am going to play Feigned Retreat for 2 CP.
Okay.
And it says inflict constrict on your attacker and prevent 3 of the incoming damage. So I will go to It goes to 3 damage instead of the 6.
Okay.
All right, so I'm at 24.
Then I draw my card.
And then constrict is just spend 1 CP or lose 1 roll attempt.
Okay.
And it can be reacquired at any time for 1 CP. So. And I go to 1 CP because that costs 2.
Okay. Then I will spend my 3 CP to play Truce to inflict Parlay on you.
And then what does Parlay do again? I can't remember.
Parlay is player inflicted with Parlay may not deal any damage as the result of their offensive roll phase.
There you go.
Although other effects may still apply. At the conclusion of the roll phase, remove the token. And, I suppose if an opponent's offensive roll phase does not result in an attack, they are inflicted with Powder Keg. But this is just, you can't deal any damage as the result. So I think you can still trigger an attack and negate the cursed. Okay.
Right. Okay.
We're good then.
Perfect. So then I will gain a CP. Oh, I take 1. Is it 1 damage from the doubloon or 2?
Just 1.
Okay, so I go to 23. I will gain a CP, draw a card. I will spend 2 CP on transference and transfer Parlay back to you.
Ooh. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I'll say I was hoping for a powder keg, but we can't always get what we want, you know? I will discard Carpet Bottom as an upgrade to gain a CP.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will move into my offensive roll phase. Ugh, disgusting. Keep 1 of these. I'll keep the 2. Reroll these 3. Look at that.
Are you able to move the dice tray down like 2 inches?
Like here?
Yeah. Right there. That's perfect.
Right. So I rolled a 6, a 3, and a 1. 1, 2, 3. I would need a 4. So 1 technical advantage. 1, 2. Strategic approach. I would need a 6. Nowhere near profiteer. This is a tough thing with him, man. He can really not help you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 6, 5. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm going to keep the 1, 2, 3 and 5 and re-roll the 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
on 4.
Straight.
Nope. Got a 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 5 damage. I am going to spend my last tactical advantage to re-roll that die.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with the 4 and got a 1. So I'm just going to do Saber Strike, which is 5 defendable damage.
Okay. Avast ye. I gain a CP and deal 4 back, but I take the whole 5.
Okay. So, yep. So then I go to 19.
I'm at 28.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Gain a CP. Draw my card.
Oh, take 4.
Take 4.
Right.
Yeah. Important.
You've done way more damage to yourself than I have, so I appreciate you making this a fact.
Yeah. All right. It's spend 1 CP to get rid of constrict, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay.
Because I don't need that nonsense in my life. And I have parlay. Oh, I take 2 more for targeted. Or did you calculate that in there?
I did not.
Okay.
So it would have been 7. Thank you.
Down to 22. All right. So I am going to roll. So status effects can still happen, which is a bonus for me.
Right.
Just attack or damage does not. Let's see. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Wow. I'm really glad you have
Yeah. That would be a 10 damage, which is unfortunate. This doesn't help me. Yeah, I'll just stick with that to get Wither and Powder Keg on you.
So I am going to, in response to that, play Helping Hand and make you re-roll the 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Re-roll the 4.
Okay. Put these off to the side. I've done 1 roll. Re-rolls into that. Okay. So I have 2 rolls left then.
Right. Yeah. Spent my last CP on that, so.
Okay. Bummer. All right. Roll 2. I'll keep this 5.
Why don't you get it again? Would be terrible for me.
Oh.
It's so funny watching the Cursed Pirate rolls because that looks like a good roll because it's like skulls and swords.
Mm-hmm.
That should be doing something.
But parlay.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, this doesn't inflict curse. Okay, so I don't need that. Wither. Oh, bummer. This could be a whiffer here. I'm gonna keep the 2, 3, 5. Right. I don't like it. We'll try it. Boom. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't really matter though. Small straight and large straight will both inflict Wither and Powder Keg, but I will do that.
Okay.
Wither and Powder Keg on you. And then that is going to be me.
All right.
Get out of here, parlay.
Sure. Right. I take 1 from the bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for Powder Keg. I rolled a 1, so take 3. And it blows up.
Yep.
Right. Gain 1 CP. Draw a card. Holy crap. That's too much.
There, we both took 4 at the start of our turns. See?
Right?
It's even up.
I am going to move right into the... Shit, I feel like I have to save this. Yeah, I'm going to move into my offensive roll phase.
Okay.
Boom. What are we looking for? Good. Some 6s off the rip. We're going to keep the 2 6s. We're going to second roll. Make sure you can see it. Oh, we get 2 5s. That doesn't help. What are we looking to do? 1, 2, 3.
I think it's okay.
Well, also I'm going up against, if I don't deal damage, I get another Powder Keg, so that's not fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
3. Yeah. Would love maneuver. That is highly unlikely. I could try to roll to get a Profiteer, which is also unlikely. This is garbage.
Hot garbage.
All right. we are going to. Sometimes you just got to go for it, huh? I'm gonna go
Yep.
for profiteer. So I'm gonna keep the two fives in the one.
Okay.
Need another five. I got a four, which will work. So I'm going to attempt to do profiteer.
Okay. You got it.
All right. Roll the die. I got a five, which is gain four tactical advantage. Uh, so I will gain the four. I will immediately cash in the four tokens to gain protect.
Okay.
And then I will. How did I want to do that? That's how I have to do it. Okay. Yeah, then I'll pass the turn. I
All right.
think I get a powder keg because I didn't do any
Indeed.
damage.
Indeed. Was it the tactician with tactical support that you can only use one of each type a turn, or am I thinking of a different character?
Yeah, it's a different character. It says the player with these tokens may spend them at any time for a variety of effects.
Okay.
But I can only transfer because I can transfer statuses from myself to someone else. I
Mm.
can only do that during my turn.
Okay.
So like I can transfer the powder keg to you for four attack advantage, but it has to be on my turn.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay. I must be thinking of somebody else that has like a stack of things and you can only do one instance per turn.
Right.
Okay, so I take 4 at the start of my turn. And gain CP. And draw a card. Oh, man. That's pretty good. Ooh, okay. What? How much health you at? 15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay, and you have protect
Right.
and no tactical advantage?
Nope.
Okay.
It's within powder keg.
I'm going to play cursed cards, and I'm going to choose to receive 2 damage and draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Hopefully this isn't a mistake.
Card advantage seems pretty good. So.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to... I'm going to spend 2 CP for transference to give you that are targeted.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll. See what happens.
Boy, my board is, it looks like I'm trying to collect every type of token there is in the game.
Gotta catch them all.
Right?
All right. Let's keep those 2. And those 3.
Yeah.
All right. I will go for Dreadmark.
Yep. I will not alter your dice.
Okay. I'll gain a 2 CP. And then roll 4 dice. So I draw 2 cards and deal 4 undefendable damage, which is 6 with the targeted.
Okay. So I'm going to spend the protect to take it to 3.
Okay. And I draw 2
So I go to
cards.
12.
Hot dog. All right, let's. We want to risk things, right? I think so. That's kind of the life. I'm gonna play high stakes for 2 CP. I roll 2 dice on a chest. I draw 2 cards and gain 2 CP.
Pretty dope.
Oh, I just realized I'm not
A lot
playing.
of times I've never hit profiteer that many times and actually gotten a 6 on it. So I'm feeling the luck for you. There you go.
Here it is. Alright, so I draw 2 cards, gain 2 CP. Let's then... How much does your ultimate do?
12 damage.
Woof. Okay. I'm going to then do 1 CP for Pirate's Life. If my board's been flipped, I heal 3.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 cards left.
Okay.
And 1 CP. I think I'm going to stop there.
Okay. So I will take the 1 for the doubloon. I go to 11. Roll for powder keg. Jeez, a 1. I've gotten hit with every powder keg you've had.
This is my experience with powder keg. Exactly what is happening to you.
Go to 8. Powder keg is gone. I draw a card. Gain a CP. I will spend 2 CP on what status effect and remove all status effects tokens from a player. That would be me. So Wither and Targeted are gone.
Yep.
And if I could have rolled for powder keg, I'd have been okay. So I'm at 0 CP. I'm going to drop countermeasures 3 or CP. Spend it on ambush to gain 2 tactical advantage.
Okay.
So I have 2 tack advantage. And I'm going into the offensive roll phase.
Let's do it.
All right. We have a 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pull that. Reroll this. 4. I got a 5. I'm going to roll it again. I got a 5.
Profiteering all day.
Yeah, right. I'm going to spend the attack advantage to reroll.
Okay.
Got a 1. So I have a small straight, or a large straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would you like to alter the dice?
What does your large straight do at this point?
I gain 3 tactical advantage, inflict, constrict, and deal 9 damage. Defendable.
Let's ransom one of your dice. So I will select your 3.
Okay.
And you have to pay me 2 CP or else re-roll the die.
I will definitely have to. If I had attack advantage, I will have to re-roll that die, sir. So I could have converted my attack advantage into CP and gave you your damn money. So let's see.
I would have been okay with that.
Yeah, I got a 4, so we are going to change to Profiteer.
Okay.
So I will roll the die for that. I got a 2, which is 5 damage, but I am going to spend... what am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to let the 5 damage go. So I gain a tactical advantage and then deal 5 damage.
Okay. I'll roll my Avast Ye defense. I gain 3 CP and deal 2 damage back. And I take the full 5. Down to 14.
So I'll go to 6. I have no cards in hand and a cursed doubloon on me, and I pass the turn.
Actually, I'm sorry. I forget that I would gain that CP before damage would go through.
Right.
So I'll spend 1 CP for not this time to prevent 6 of the 5 to just gain that 5 back, which I'll just bump up 1 for my doubloon hit.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Gain a CP. Draw a card. I think it's roll time.
Mm-hmm.
8 health, huh?
6.
6 health, huh?
Ooh.
Oh boy. Let's get the shivering. That's not it. That's Abyssal Walk, though. And you have 0 CP? Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Okay. Only need one more. Alright, I think... No CP. I'm gonna tip it.
Okay.
For 1. Oh, bummer. Let's... Come on, baby.
Even harder the car. Or the dice.
It's not it.
Insane.
But that is.
That is. Yeah.
6 it. Changing this to a 6. This gets into the shivering for 8 undefendable damage. Add 1 for each cursed doubloon that opponents are inflicted with. So it's going to be 9.
Yeah. I don't have anything to stop it, so.
Then I'll include shark bait for 2 more.
Yeah. Go all in.
Yep.
All right, awesome.
GG.
Yeah, good game. Pirate did some damage.
Yeah.
To you and me.
Yeah. Pirate definitely outdamaged everything.
Yeah. It's crazy how long it can sustain after flipping, considering you're taking 4 on the upkeep, because that's a lot of damage to take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but your card draw was insane, so
I feel like I feel like flipping within the first like 3 turns is viable, but if you're if you're below half health, I don't think it's worth it.
Right.
Unless your opponent is like slammed or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a good game though.
Yeah. Now to
I minimize my whiffs, so I'm always happy about that when you have little to no whiffs, but I gotta find a way to get more damage output because he was not on the money.
Yeah, that's a character that I thought, oh, I should be able to utilize this really well, like since I played Magic a whole bunch and all that, and like, oh, it's fine, it's just like control instant stuff, but it still is tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky.
That character.
I usually have way more attack advantages than that too, like because then you like if I could have got one of those powder kegs to stick and then put it back on you, I'd have been straight.
Sure.
But all of those bitches blew up.
Yeah, or not having all of them explode would probably have been,
all
okay.
Every single one.
Well,
so
splendid.
That is, you win some, you lose some.
That's right. All right. Well, good luck in this tournament and the Radlands tournament.
Thank you. And maybe we'll cross paths again in the top 4. So
for sure. Here's to hoping. I really want Steampunk Rally Fusion.
There we go. All right. Take care.
Yeah, you too.